Hi there, this is Dr. Navida Dolopo, and today I'm going to share with you another fertility testimonial. But before I do so, I just want to point out that I did a great newsletter, at least I think so. It basically highlights my work, especially regarding back pain. It is by far my mic drop newsletter regarding back pain. I have been in practice since 1999. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine, and I practice here in beautiful Laguna Hills, and I have been specializing in pain since 1999. However, having said that, I now also specialize in the most serious, most challenging fertility cases. But before I go into that testimonial, I just want to point out, if you can please visit my back pain newsletter at elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com/back-pain-newsletter. There's quite a bit of information there. I've been making videos since 2006, 7 years after I started practice. And I'm really proud of my work, especially when it comes to back pain. Anyone with pain, I specialize in helping people either significantly improve or graduate from pain. Significant improvement is 80 to 99% improvement in my book. Graduate is exactly what it sounds like. You know, you see me running around here at the clinic, you see that I don't have any ankle issues or back pain issues or knee issues. I fixed all that with Dr. Tan's Balance Method Acupuncturist. I am a Dr. Tan Gold Level Certified Balance Method Acupuncturist. I'm a board certified acupuncturist. I'm a licensed acupuncturist. And so I take my work very, very seriously. So if you know anyone who suffers from any kind of pain, if you can point to it, I can treat it 95% of the time. And if you need to have surgery, I can prepare you for that. Now, having shared that, I was going to make a video about another pain case. But then I went on my Yelp and I saw that I got my 279th Yelp review, and I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for reviewing me, either or both on Google or Yelp. It helps me out tremendously. And elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com is my third website. There are tons more testimonials that I'm still transferring over from moveyourqi.com. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful that you, Southern California, and many people around the country, literally, who have come to see me and have given me the opportunity, the privilege, the honor to work with you and help you achieve your wellness goals. So let me read to you this amazing testimonial. It's a natural fertility case. And just to give you a little recap, I'm sure you've heard this in some of my other videos if you watched it, but from 1999 to 2006, I took all fertility cases. And then 2007, I just didn't want to take any more fertility cases, so then I stopped. And 2008 to 2019, I only focused on natural fertility. So if you notice, there are quite a few more videos on natural fertility and testimonials on natural fertility, especially in that time frame, because that's what I was focusing on. And I was referring everyone that had to do with IUI IVF to another doctor, but he since passed on, and he transferred. He sent at the time, 2019, 90+% of his patients to me, because I'm literally right down the street, and I sent him literally hundreds of referrals in that time frame. So then I not only have created a great system, a very effective system for natural fertility. Since 2019 July, it is now 2022, I have created proven systems for IUI and IVF. I have two amazing doctors. One is Dr. Shore Omedi. She's a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. And Dr. Hope Lin. She's a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine. All three of us are licensed acupuncturists. All of us are well equipped, very competent to treat fertility cases. I have a very strict protocol. So if you want to work with not a strict protocol, please work with Dr. Omedi or Dr. Lin. We are here to serve you 7 days a week. You would contact me if you want to, and then I'll schedule you. Or you can schedule online at elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com. Now, if you are serious about getting pregnant and you are willing to put in the work, I have a very strict protocol. And at this point, having created some sound systems since 2019, I focus primarily on mommies and daddies, or mommies and mommies, if it doesn't matter. I have strict protocols because I see what works and what doesn't work. So if you don't want the strict protocols, Dr. Omidi and Dr. Lynn are very happy to treat you, and they are very their schedulers are open, and I can schedule you with them. If you want to really go hardcore and you're not messing around, and when you hear this testimonial, then you would schedule with me, Dr. Dolopo. So let us read this amazing testimonial by Shu. She wrote this. She's located in Long Beach, and I'm here in Laguna Hills. Her testimonial was written September 14, 2022. That is today. And I'll go ahead and read it. It's 5 stars. For every woman who is struggling with fertility, please don't give up. There is hope. I found Anna 3 months after I turned 40. My husband and I had been trying to conceive for a year and a half before that. We failed a total of 4 IVF cycles, 2 full course of injection medications, and 2 with minimum stimulation of oral medication. Additionally, I was doing acupuncture and taking herbal medicine with another Oriental medical practitioner concurrently for 6 months. My AMH was 0.16 at that time. One of the IVF doctors told me my chances of getting pregnant was less than 5%, and I should look for an egg donor as my next step. This was depressing to hear. I was very stressed out with work when I started treatment with Anna. Anna asked me, do I want to be a CEO of a company in 10 years? Or do I want to be a mother in 10 years? It really made me think. I decided to quit that stressful job, which was very difficult, but at the end, it was all worth it. My first treatment with Anna was July 31, 2021. I tested positive for pregnancy on January 24, 2022. Naturally, without IVF or any other stimulation. I'm currently 37 weeks pregnant, passed all tests, screenings with flying colors. We can't wait to meet this little baby girl. Don't give up. Anna knows what she is doing. There is so much about women's health and reproductive system that Western medicine haven't figured out yet, but very bold to give me quote-unquote less than 5% chance. Don't let them scare you. Follow Anna's protocol to the best you can. Lower your stress level, trust your body, and that's the great testimonial. And I just want to share, without going into their privacy, both mommy and daddy are Western medical practitioners. I'll just leave it at that. I do have strict protocols. So once again, you can schedule online with Dr. Omidi or Dr. Lynn, and they do not have strict protocols. If you want to schedule with me, I'm going to give you a few of my protocols, and you would schedule with Dr. Dolopo if you're going to schedule online, or you can text 619-341-4341, or you can call my office landline 949-305-1703, but it always gets transferred to my cell phone. So let me share with you some of those strict protocols. It's easier to ingest these strict protocols when you see the testimonials, right? Because at first it just seems like, it just seems like so much work, and I don't know if I want to do all that. Well, I'm going to share with you this. If you want things in your life to change, you have to change things in your life. And my specialty, besides pain, getting rid of pain, my specialty is helping with the most challenging fertility cases. I have IUI and IVF protocols, and I stick to them. I'm very strong about the protocols. This one is a natural fertility case, so I'm going to focus on that. So here are the protocols, and it's a proven success system. Last year, over 80+% of my mommies, especially with the daddies, are either pregnant or gave birth. I take great pride in that, and I don't say that lightly whatsoever. Here it is. I will send this to you. but I'm very consistent with my protocol. I have a strict and highly effective fertility program. Number 1, Qigong with me monthly, 1 to 2 times a month at the beach. 2, writing and assignments daily. Number 3, acupuncture, which I will go through the protocols. Herbs, if you're not pregnant yet in 2 to 6 months, you may definitely start on Chinese herbs with me. Moxibustion at home. If you're not pregnant yet in 2 to 4 months, I'm going to have you start doing moxibustion at home. The most positive attitude ever. You have to have an attitude of gratitude. Your attitude is going to determine your altitude. So if you come in with a negative attitude, we are not at 0. We are below 0. So we will be working on that. And a lot of my patients here, a lot of my clients here for fertility, they are in Anne's Happy Club. And I talk about that in other videos. I won't discuss that here. Text me every day for assignments. Never say the word try. Jedis do. Jedis do not try. So if you are having surgery, or let's say someone you know is having some kind of heart surgery, do you want that surgeon to try their best, or do you just want them to do their best? There's a lot of using proper vernacular here, using the proper terminology. You notice her testimonial never said infertility. I train my fertility clients, for the love of God, do not tell anyone that I'm helping you with infertility. I'm not helping you become infertile. I'm helping you become fertile. Okay? And then, last but not least, number 9, this is the most important. Daddy must come in 4 times a month minimum. If you are a lesbian and you are doing IVF, supporting mommy has to come in 4 times minimum. So these are my protocols, and I don't deviate from them. And I'm so grateful that I have 2 doctors now who work here, because if this is just way too much to ingest and you're just like, I don't want to do this, but I still want to work with you, well, then you can work with my 2 amazing doctors. I also have a great massage therapist who works here. She and I worked at Burke Williams together. I started practice in 99. I moved here in 2002, and I was reinventing myself. Around January 2003, I started working at Burke Williams, and I met this lovely lady, and I gave her 3 babies naturally, and so she's happy to share that. So Nicole is an amazing massage therapist. You can check out our doctors' work. I'll give you their websites. They're on my website. If you go to elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com, you'll see on the lineup at the top, for patients, you'll see Dr. Hope Lynn, DACM, Nicole Davidson, LMT for licensed massage therapist, and Dr. Shore Omedi, DAOM. We're all here to help you. Again, this is I'm so honored. I'm so grateful for this amazing testimonial. Thank you so much, Shu. It means so much to me from the bottom of my heart. I hope you kind of get an idea of how I do things here. I'm just going to share here that the reason why Daddy has to come, and I'll explain why supporting mommy has to come in a different video. But if you go to the Mayo Clinic, if you go to the National Institutes of Health, 1/3 of health issues, especially if you're over 35, 1/3 of the health issues is mommy. 1/3 of the fertility issues is daddy, and 1/3 of the issues is mommy and daddy. So this concept that the woman is the issue is a very archaic idea. That's like when women were blamed that, why aren't you giving me a son? And this isn't my concept that my husband keeps repeating. I was 43 when I conceived my baby. With my husband, we conceived our children at 29, gave birth at 30, 36, and 43. That means my husband was also fertile. He takes my herbs. Daddy has to come in to be also more fertile. So look it up, and I will send you the links. It's on the Mayo Clinic. It's on the National Institutes of Health. 1/3 of the health issues is a man. 1/3 of the fertility issues is a woman. 1/3 of the fertility issues is man and woman. Okay? And something magical happens when the mommy who's going to carry the baby has supporting mommy or daddy there in the clinic. I can tell you right now, I have been in practice. This is my 24th year in practice. I see a huge difference between women who conceive, who are working with me, and with daddy, and those who work with me without daddy, or women who work here without supporting mommy and women who work here with supporting mommy. There's something that happens to the oxytocin, the serotonin, the dopamine. We feel fully supported when they're actually here. So put it in your budget, put it in your time. They can afford to be here. It changes the dynamics. Last but not least, if you're coming here for whether it's natural IUI or IVF, but definitely natural, perfect period, 28 to 32 days, bright red blood, 3 to 5 day periods, no spotting whatsoever, all bright red, no cramps, no headaches, no lower back pain, no breast tenderness, no clotting, perfect. I want it nice and beautiful, perfect periods. Not, oh, well, it's normal to have PMS. No, it's not. That's your normal, but that's not natural. We will go into this. The more perfect and beautiful your periods are, the more fertile you become. I'm 48. Full disclosure, just had my period, came at 28 days. 28-day cycle. I am not on birth control pill. I'm not on any medication to make my periods perfect. I've also been working on my health since I was 20. So herbs, acupuncture, qigong, massage therapy. Again, I will go through these protocols. Daddy supporting mommy has to come in a minimum of 4 times a month. Never say the word try. Jedis do not try. Text me every day for assignments. The most positive attitude ever. Moxibustion at home. Herbs, acupuncture, writing, and assignments daily. Qigong with me monthly, 1 to 2 times a month at the beach. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're stressing out and you're not pregnant yet and it's been 6 months, you may really want to join Anne's Happy Club. If you're not pregnant, at least, and we've been working with each other for at least 6 months, you may really want to train with me and make sure that you are having daddy come in and you're doing the assignments and you're sending me your writing, blue pen, white paper, cursive. I mean, it's serious business. You want a baby? I'm going to give you a baby, but going to have to do something other than what you're currently doing. If you want that photo, and these are a few of my baby pictures. The microwave is for warm packs. If you want things in your life to change, you have to change things in your life. If you want to focus, if you want to be this amazing lawyer, amazing doctor, amazing nurse, amazing teacher, amazing business owner, and you also want to conceive, and you're over 35, or if you have a stressful job, there may be something a little off. So if you say, well, Anna, Dr. Dolopo, you conceived your babies at 36 and 43. Yes, but I've also been receiving acupuncture 1 to 5 times a week since I was 20. So you can't put yourself in the same boat as me. My kids were delivered 7 pounds, 8 pounds, and 9 pounds. They were big babies, healthy babies. So I'll just read to you before I let you go a few of my fertility newsletters. elementsinharmony-make-a-with-Dr-D. You might want to check that out. Let's see. Pregnancy newsletter, elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com/pregnancy-newsletter. Check out my work at elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com/fertility-pregnancy-birth. I specialize also in high-risk pregnancies. I think I'm going to give a shout out to Lindsay Mealis, an amazing midwife here in Orange County. She was my doula and my midwife, as well as was with Sue Gill when she was getting her license, when Lindsay was getting her license. OCMidwifery.com. If you go to my website, elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com, go to fertility, pregnancy, and birth. And then if you scroll down, you'll see midwifery referral. So it'd be elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com/midwifery-referral. You'll see OC Midwifery, OrangeCountyMidwives.com. And the name of their company is Orange County Midwifery. So you will have an amazing time with them. Other newsletters, let's see. I just did a video on how to prevent blue balls, and the whole purpose of that was I'm doing a series on men's health. So it's a funny title, but the topic is serious. But do watch it. I think it's about an hour. You can just scroll through. More Making a Baby Takes Commitment newsletter. elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com/ let's see. I'll send it to you. I have a smaller URL. But you can also see one of my most recent IVF testimonials, elementsinharmony.acupuncture.com/IVF-2022-Landon. And there's a bunch more newsletters. Oh, here it is. You want to make a baby? I'll make you a baby newsletter. I sent you that newsletter. Then the path to making a baby newsletter, elementsinharmony.acupuncture.com/path-to-baby. So obviously this is for the very discerning client who may have gone through, like what this woman said, 4 failed IVFs. The making a baby video that I did, that's a woman who had 4 failed IVFs, 2 failed IUIs, and 2 miscarriages from natural pregnancy, natural conception before working with me. So, and I have a lot of 40-plus-year-old women who've given birth this year and last year or about to give birth. And I'm so proud of them because the determination and the patience required to, whether they were IUI, IVF, natural fertility, they really had to stay focused. It's not fun. I've never had a miscarriage, but it's not fun, and it's very painful when you see these women suffering. They want nothing more than to have a baby. So there's a lot involved in my systems work. If you are an engineer or someone who was analytical, the baby is the result, right? Healthy, happy baby, at least 6 pounds. But if you're lucky, 7, 8, 9, just a bigger baby, but at least 6 pounds. If you have a strong, healthy baby, ideally you would have gone full term considering 40. The average woman gives birth at 41 weeks in 1 day. So I've worked with an amazing OBGYN, Dr. Broad, Jennifer Broad, Broad Medical Group. While I was getting my doctorate, I started practice in 99, licensed acupuncturist for 23 years, and during COVID, I was finally able to study for my doctorate, finished August 5, so that is what gave me the title Doctor of Acupuncture and Chinese Medicine. It took me not just a few years to get that, it took me a long time. When they started doing the doctorate program, I started having kids. So I share this because us women, we have to make these sacrifices. You have to decide, does your career come first, or does making a baby come first? And for many years, many of you have put your career first, and now you want to have a baby. So you got to kind of change things up. For me, it was giving up the additional education. But during that time frame, I studied for years, almost 10 years with Dr. Richard Tan, the late Grandmaster Dr. Richard Tefu Tan, and I earned my Dr. Tan Gold Level Certified Practitioner Acupuncture, Gold Level Certified Balance Method Acupuncture program with him, and also the Dr. Tan Batsa certificate from him. I had to make these, adjustments and these sacrifices. I just had to modify my life. I studied some kind of martial arts since I was 7, and when I was pregnant with Angeline at 29, I took off from martial arts for 8 years. And so I told my husband, I'll go back to training in something when our second child is a year old. And sure enough, she was born 2010, 2011, she turned 1. 2012, I started doing jiu-jitsu. So this is my 10th year doing jiu-jitsu, and it's hard, I gave birth, and I started doing Zumba, and then I went to kickboxing, and that was very, very hard. It was hard. It's hard. You take 8 years off of anything, and you're just not physically in shape. I thought I was, but I wasn't. And so when I was pregnant with Tommy at 43 years old, I still trained, still did some boxing and kickboxing on the bag, and still kept with the jiu-jitsu, but I could only give 20 to 50%. But I never quit because I didn't want to go through that getting back in the gym situation again. I'm sharing this because, ladies, I know how hard it is to sacrifice something, but you have to give to get. That's what my jiu-jitsu teacher, I do privates every week with him because I can't train 5 days a week and compete with these girls who are 23 years old. They don't care that I'm a mom. They don't care that I have a college student. They don't care that my kids are 18, 12, and 4. All they care about is, can they beat me? So I have to kind of level it out and do my privates. That's the cost. You know, doing my doctorate, it had to be during COVID. I mean, it's just, you have to decide, what are you going to give up? How much do you want do you want to have what you want? If you're going to keep working 40, 60, 80 hours a week, then just know 5, 10 years from now, if you're not a mom, it's because it's more than likely because you didn't want to make those changes. But if you want things in your life to change, you have to change things in your life. So I'm very happy that I have my doctorate. Even after, this is my 24th year in practice, even after all these years, I can say, hey, not only am I a doctor, I did it with 3 kids. I did that with 3 kids and paying for 2 nannies to help me out. They helped me raise my kids. Yes, you know, I'm a purple belt in jiu-jitsu and it's taken me 10 years. And for many people, it takes 10 to 15 years. My girlfriend got her black belt training 6 days a week for 9 years. That is the cost. And she didn't have a kid. And that was not her intention. Her intention was to be a world champion. And it worked. That system worked for her. But what was the cost? The cost was training 6 days a week. And the only time this woman did not train was when she went on vacation. Because she said, if I train during vacation with my husband, he will divorce me. Her husband doesn't train jiu-jitsu. He's a basketball player. So women, if you really want to have a baby, you got to get your men in here, or you got to have supporting mommy in here. And I really hope you're listening to this. And I've done well over 60, maybe 70 videos now easily on women's health. And maybe 80% of them are on, at least 50% are on fertility. And the majority of them are natural fertility. And here's another one. And if you listen to her testimonial, you just go on Yelp, and I'm going to put it on my website. She had to give some stuff up, and that's hard, especially when you're a medical practitioner. I won't say exactly what she is, just to keep some anonymity, but very high level medical provider. And so, you know, and she also has a business, so she had to sacrifice, and it's just temporary. You can make more money later. And now that she's about to give birth, she's 37 weeks. It can be anywhere between now and 41 weeks. And how many days? Her life is about to change. She will be a mommy. After 40 plus years, she'll be a mommy. If you want to be a mommy, send me your writing, blue pen, white paper, cursive. Do the activities I give you. Visit the private pages. The private pages are reserved for current paying patients. Come to my Qigong. Don't make excuses. When I was pregnant with Tommy, my kids didn't stop dancing. They didn't stop playing violin. And they didn't stop training. Because the answer when you want something, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to pay? The answer is whatever it takes. I have a second business. I teach Acupuncturist. And they know if there's something they want, they can't have any excuses. We can adjust our expectations, but there can't be any excuses. Your ability to get where you want is determined by how much you're willing to give. Does that make sense? So, I hope you have a good time with that. Go to Yelp. Visit me at elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com. This is my 279th Yelp. I think 205 are showing. I don't pay Yelp for these testimonials. These are all organic. If you want to do a review on me, go on Google and Yelp, or just send straight to me. I'm here to serve you. I'm so grateful you're here. I am beyond grateful, so thankful for this testimonial. And mommy and daddy, these parents are going to make it. They're going to be amazing because they know, they listened to me. They did the work. They did the homework. They showed up to the Qigong. And they changed their lives around. If you want your life to change, you have to change things in your life. A baby will change your life forever. What are you willing to do to create this human being? All right, go to elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com. Schedule with either Dr. Lynn, Dr. Omidi, Dr. Dolopo. If you want to schedule with Nicole, contact me directly and I will schedule you. All right, take care. Have a great night.